Hello everybody, this is Fernando here for the latest Cryptids and Monsters video. Well, I wanted to do a very special video here where it's almost like with a twist when it comes to how I make it. Normally when I make my videos, I bring a lot of images on board and then I also do a pre-recorded audio as well. In this case though, I wanted to do the twist involving using OBS. Now I've used that particular program with some of my live streams, like when it comes to the gaming streams that I did in the past. This one, though, the reason I wanted to do it again here, but with Cryptids and Monsters, was because I found an awesome bit of news, an updated set of news when it comes to the world of Bigfoot. Apparently, there was a very recent sighting there in Marion County in the great state of Texas. This just happened only a couple of weeks back. But what made me really excited about the sighting was not only was it very detailed, but there was also exact coordinates. You know me, I absolutely love whenever you can pinpoint an exact spot and then be able to see vicariously, almost live through it, what that person saw or experienced. And when I was playing around with Google Maps, especially the Street View option, I realized, bam, what a great way to showcase OBS, capture it live, if you will. And then that way you and I get to experience what this Street View looks like on Google Maps when it comes to this Bigfoot encounter there in Marion County. Very fun stuff. So if this works out well, I might just do more videos like this in the future. So be on the lookout for that. But it has to do with this. Well, let's go ahead and let's talk about it now. Let's experience it now. And it's essentially the latest Bigfoot sighting in Texas, there in Marion County. So let me show this first right here. Right off the bat, you can see that this is a Facebook post. I follow this page here when it comes to the Texas Bigfoot Research Center. What's really neat is that they showcase this kind of stuff on an almost consistent basis, and they talk about some other news, like when it comes to conferences and guests that they focus on or feature on when it comes to the world of Bigfoot. But then look at this, September 22nd, 2021, there in Marion County, there was a Class B sighting when it comes to the world of Bigfoot. In other words, when it comes to an encounter with them. Following this link here, that's where you can see the specific Google Maps area that leads to this. And in fact, you'll see that this is a place called Bigfoot Fields Researchers Organization. And within it, it'll highlight what happened, the time, the date, and then also the coordinates that you'll see here. And in fact, let's talk about this. So this person was there, it looks like, a driving, taking their kids to school. It's a very wooded area. And then as I were driving over there in an area called 450, they went down that road and they saw something on the line of trees straight to the right. And then that's when they described it as being tall and black. Definitely stood out, especially when it comes to the solid blackness compared to the other shadows there. And interestingly enough, as you can see here, once it realized that it was being looked at, that's when it ran back into the woods, but not on four legs, but on two legs. And obviously, the way this thing stood, the way it ran, the way it looked like, and of course, hiding there in the shadows of the woods themselves, it definitely cites it to being an actual Bigfoot sighting. Interestingly enough, I saw this too. There was a bunch of these stray dogs within that location. By the way, those of you that live by that area, let me know. You have to be here on the Ore City. You have to be here towards 450 and Old Avenger Road. Let us know in the comments below if that matches a lot of stuff there. And then there was a bunch of stray dogs, but they suddenly seem to have disappeared. It gives you almost an idea that whatever this thing is that's out there, if it truly is a Bigfoot, maybe it was feasting on these stray dogs, and that goes to show why there's no longer any of them there. It shows that it was just one witness, and then this was someone again that decided it was around early morning, 7:50 a.m. Gives you an idea that it could have still been somewhat dark, but not too dark. The sun was coming up at that point. Here in Texas, around this time period, you'll definitely have some daylight by there. And then also there was this. There was a follow up. It looks like the witness's name was Melody Flores. She was able to talk more about the condition. This is what really got me excited to be able to look at the Google Maps, which I'll show here in just a minute. Because as she says here, that's when she saw the figure on the right hand side. So this is the actual street view right here. The Google Maps pinpointed area will take you straight here to this spot. And so when you look upwards, you can see that whoever this person was, I'm sorry, what's her name again? It was Melody Flores. When she was there, she was basically driving down this road. It said that there was an area here to turn left. It's the only spot that I see within this pinpointed area to be able to do so. I mean, maybe you can try to do here, but it doesn't make much sense. So they would have been driving down this road specifically, and then as they turned, or as they were, I don't know if they're exactly going to turn, either this way, but either way, though, on this right hand side, this is the stuff that gets me really excited about cryptids and monsters. This is the exact spot where she saw that UFO. I'm sorry, this Bigfoot. So imagine that. Imagine looking towards the right, and then somewhere over here, you can see a face looking right back at you. And this is a tall figure, deep when it comes to its blackness, and then discernible even within the shadows listed here. I mean, isn't that awesome? In fact, let's zoom in and you can see like this would have been its area. This would have been its exact location where it was hiding from. And then that's when it was spotted. It decided to run right back into the woods and then disappeared thereafter. Isn't that cool? I love being able to find these exact points and then bringing it up on Google Maps and then wondering at a certain point, less than a month ago, 7:50 a.m., this woman was driving down this road and then that's when she experienced this right here. Isn't that cool? I mean, that's just the kind of stuff that just makes me want to go visit this exact spot and then see what happens afterward. And then also I brought this up here, which is the aerial view. In fact, let's go over here and get it truly showcasing that. You can see that all around this location is just pretty much wooded area. Look at that. Woods right here, more forest, going into more forest over here. There's a huge amount of forestry. Like this thing, this Bigfoot would easily be able to hide within all of this. No chance of almost being found unless someone was really, really lucky when it comes to that stuff. Or if the Bigfoot made a mistake and just like in this example here, was able to have peek at the wrong moment and then have this woman spot it from the road itself. But there she was driving down this road right here, and then that's when it would have been in this exact spot. I mean, look at how far that stretches. Just more woods and woods and woods. Somebody, again, that lives near this area or city, tell me what that looks like. Tell me what the area looks like, and let me know if it would be perfect like that. It looks like a very tiny town, too. I mean, as I mentioned in past examples, my apartment complex probably has more people than when it comes to this tiny town here. But yeah, that's at least an aerial view associated with the Bigfoot. Nothing else really to showcase when it comes to this, but I wanted to give this special treat to everyone out there when it comes to this world of cryptids and monsters. How about that? An actual sighting of Bigfoot there in Marion County, here in the great state of Texas, and now I got to show it to you live. We got to almost experience it vicariously through Google Maps and through Street View. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear what your comments are with regards to that. I might do this more in the world of aliens and UFOs. You know how I have had several spots, exact locations and coordinates, or even better on the ghosts and spirits side, ghosts that are encountered in certain streets and so on, like certain buildings. It'd be cool to be able to go exactly to those areas and then showcase them there too. So again, I'd love to hear what your comments are. All right, everybody. Thanks again as always. Take care. Bye.